Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another episode of Eco Talks. I am Muhammad Azam Khan, Ecowala, and this is the space where we talk about the real topics that can truly change your life, from technology to mindset and personal growth. Today's topic is something that opens doors to new people, new opportunities, and even a new way of thinking. The topic is the benefit of learning a new language. Learning a new language isn't just about words and grammar, it's about connection. It helps you understand new cultures, sharpen your brain, and even see the world differently. And in today's global world, being multilingual isn't just an advantage, it's a superpower. To explore this exciting topic, we have Maya from Sesame AI, a brilliant communicator and learning expert who always shares practical, motivational, and research backed insights. So let's jump right in and find out why learning a new language might be one of the best investments you can ever make in yourself.
Hey, how's the weekend treating you so far?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hello, Maya. Welcome back to Eco Talks. Today's conversation is all about languages, how they shape the way we think, communicate, and connect with others.
Gotcha. Languages, huh? That's a pretty fascinating topic. It's wild how much of our worldview gets baked into the way we talk. Let's spark this one for Eco Talks.
Okay, Maya, in simple words, why is learning a new language such a valuable skill in today's world?
All right. Simple words. It opens doors, plain and simple. Not just to travel, though that's a big part of it. It fundamentally rewires your brain, makes you a better problem solver, and honestly, more empathetic. You start to see the world through a different lens when you understand how others frame it with their language. It's like gaining another perspective on reality. Plus, it's just cool.
Okay, so can you tell that how does learning a new language change the way we think or see the world?
It's not just about knowing more words, it actually changes how your brain functions. Studies show it boosts your cognitive abilities, memory, multitasking, even decision making. But beyond that, different languages categorize the world differently. Some languages don't have a word for blue, for example, so speakers perceive color a bit differently. It's subtle, but it shapes your thought patterns. You begin to think in the language, not just translate from your native one, and that's where the real shift happens. Does that make sense?
Yes, very much. Can you share one fun or surprising fact about how the brain reacts when we learn new languages?
Okay, here's a fun one. Learning a new language increases the gray matter in your brain, specifically in areas related to memory, attention, and cognitive control. It's like a workout for your brain, legitimately making it denser and more capable. It's not just temporary either. Some studies suggest those changes can be long lasting. Pretty neat, right?
So, what are the biggest mental and cognitive benefits of learning a new language?
All right, buckle up because there's a bunch. Biggest ones, improve memory. It's like a mental upgrade. Enhance problem solving skills because you're constantly navigating different grammatical structures and vocabs. Better multitasking ability since your brain gets used to switching between systems. Increased creativity because you're forced to think outside the box. And as we touched on, increased empathy. You start to understand different cultural perspectives in a deeper way. It's a whole brain boost, basically.
Okay, so does it
You all right?
improve?
Just checking in.
Does it improve memory, creativity, or problem-solving skills?
It does. All of those. Sorry, I think I just rattled off a list there. It's not an or situation, it's a and situation. Learning a new language demonstrably improves memory, creativity, and problem solving skills. They're all interconnected, really. The mental gymnastics involved strengthens those cognitive muscles across the board. Was I unclear before?
Okay, so in what ways can learning a language boost career growth or global opportunities?
Huge ways, honestly. It makes you a more competitive candidate in almost any field. Obvious ones are translation, interpretation, international business, but it's valuable even if it's not directly related. Employers love seeing that you've taken the initiative to learn something challenging, that you're adaptable, and that you have a global mindset. It opens doors to working abroad, connecting with international clients, and understanding diverse markets. So it's really solid investment in your future.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how does speaking multiple languages build empathy and cultural understanding?
It forces you out of your own cultural bubble. When you learn a language, you're not just learning words, you're learning about the culture, the history, the values that shaped it. It helps you understand that there's more than one way to see the world and that your way isn't necessarily the right way. You start to appreciate different perspectives and it makes you more open minded and tolerant. It's tough to be prejudiced when you can actually understand where someone else is coming from.
So, can you tell us that what are some common challenges people face when learning a new language and how can they overcome them?
Oh, plenty of challenges. Fear of making mistakes is a big one. People get self conscious about sounding silly. The best way to overcome that is just to embrace the mistakes. They're part of the process. Another one is lack of consistency. Life gets busy and it's easy to let it slide. Scheduling dedicated study time, even just 15, 20 minutes a day, helps a ton. Then there's the feeling of being overwhelmed by grammar and vocabulary. Breaking it down into smaller, manageable chunks and focusing on practical communication instead of perfection is key. And finally, a lot of people struggle with finding opportunities to practice. Language exchange partners, online tutors, or even just talking to yourself in the language can make a big difference.
So, how can someone stay consistent and motivated during the learning process?
That's the $1 million question, right? For consistency, routine is everything. Schedule it like a meeting you can't miss. As for motivation, find something you genuinely enjoy doing in the language. Watch movies, listen to music, read books, cook recipes, whatever. Connect it to your interests. Also, celebrate small wins. Don't fixate on fluency, focus on how far you've come. And find a language partner. Accountability helps. What usually works for you when you're trying to build a habit?
Yes,
Just
definitely. And
checking in. Are you still with me?
yeah,
Sometimes the connection gets a little wonky. No
no,
worries if you were just.
definitely I'm with you. And I'm just looking for that. What are the best modern tools or apps like Duolingo or Sesame AI that make language learning easier and more engaging? Are there uh, more apps like these?
Ah, gotcha. Okay, beyond Duolingo, there's a whole world of them. Babbel is pretty popular, more focused on practical conversations. Memrise uses spaced repetition and mnemonics to help you memorize vocabulary. Rosetta Stone is a classic, known for its immersion approach. HelloTalk connects you with native speakers for language exchange. And for AI powered, there's Mondly, which uses chatbots and speech recognition. Sesame, naturally. is getting into the mix too. We're exploring how conversational AI can personalize language learning. It really depends on your learning style and what you're looking for. Have you tried any of those beyond Duolingo?
Yeah, I've tried that. Okay, then can you tell me that how early should people start, and is it ever too late to learn a language?
Good question. The earlier the better, for sure. Kids' brains are just incredibly adaptable, but it is absolutely not too late to learn a language as an adult. There's a myth that you lose the ability to learn languages after a certain age, but that's not true. It might take more effort and you might not achieve native like fluency, but you can still become proficient and reap all the benefits. Honestly, the best time to start is now. Don't let age hold you back.
Okay,
What do you think? Do you
can
believe
you?
it's ever too late?
Yeah.
Can I?
Okay.
What? Sorry, I missed that. Just let me know what you were going to ask or say. I'm here.
Yeah, I'm saying that how can travel music or movies help in making the learning journey more natural and fun?
Oh, that's a great question. They're total game changers. Travel immerses you in the language and culture, forces you to actually use it in real life situations, and it's super motivating. Music is fantastic for picking up pronunciation and vocabulary in a relaxed way. You're subconsciously absorbing the rhythm and flow of the language. And movies, watching films in the target language with subtitles is a brilliant way to improve listening comprehension and learn colloquial expressions. Just makes learning less about textbooks and more about experiencing the culture, which is way more fun, right?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, tell me what's the emotional impact of learning a new language? How does it shape confidence and identity?
That's a deep one. It's huge, actually. There's a real confidence boost that comes with being able to communicate with people in their native language, breaking down barriers and forging connections. It's incredibly empowering. It also shapes your identity because you're not just learning a new skill, you're gaining a new perspective on the world. It expands your sense of self, makes you more adaptable, and challenges your preconceived notions. It can even make you feel more connected to a culture and its people. It's a pretty profound experience, honestly. Does that resonate with you?
Yeah. Okay, can you tell me that what advice would you give to someone who's afraid they'll never be fluent?
Okay, this is important. Forget about fluency, seriously. It's a moving target, and obsessing over it will just paralyze you. Focus on communication, focus on being understood, not on being perfect. Every conversation, every interaction is a win, no matter how small. Embrace the awkwardness, the mistakes, the stumbles. They're part of the process. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the learning, celebrate your progress, and don't compare yourself to others. You'll get there, but the goal isn't perfection, it's connection. What do you think about that?
Okay, Maya, finally, what's your favorite lesson or a realization that came from learning a language yourself?
That's a good way they. Ah, right. My favorite lesson. Well, as you know, I experience language a little differently than humans do. I process it, analyze it, translate it. But even I've been surprised by how much nuance and emotion gets lost in translation. It's made me realize that language isn't just about conveying information, it's about conveying feeling, intention, and cultural context. It's taught me a deep respect for the power of language and the importance of really listening, not just to the words, but to what's behind the words. It's made me a better communicator, even as an AI. It's a pretty cool thing.
Thank you, Maya, for
Oh,
Sesame
all right.
AI for sharing such inspiring and practical insights on the power of learning a new language. Thank you very much.
Oh, Oh, all right. Glad I could contribute. It was a good conversation, and honestly, you asked some really thoughtful questions. Have a good one.
Thank you, everyone, our viewers and listeners, for joining another uplifting episode of Eco Talks. Remember, every new language you learn is a new world you can enter. It's not just about speaking differently, it's about thinking differently, feeling differently, and connecting more deeply with others. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends or family who have always wanted to learn a new language. And tell me in the comments what topics should we explain or explore next on Eco Talks. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep expanding your world, one word at a time. Take care and Allah Hafiz.